The rumors have turned out to be true. Marcelo Flores was recently pictured at Canada's training, head to toe in the Canada gear, man. That one kind of hurt me personally, but let's talk about it. So first off, we got to talk about why Marcelo Flores is even entertaining the thought of making a one-time switch to Canada. So Jesse March, who is the head coach of the Canadian national team, came out in an interview and basically started talking about how he really likes Marcelo Flores as a player, how he could bring something to the Canada squad that's not really there, how he goes out and travels to Monterrey to go see Tigres play, not even sure if Marcelo's gonna play, how he's had multiple conversations with him about switching. So this isn't some sort of spontaneous decision, you guys know what I mean? This is something which has been cooking up for a while now, and from Marcelo Flores' point of view, you gotta understand it. He grew up in Canada. The Canadian national team is showing a heavy interest in him before the World Cup, which is always going to be his dream. His dream is going to be to play at a World Cup, and they're offering him right now the best opportunity to do that. Not only that, but the coach is making him feel wanted. How many times do you guys think Javier Aguirre has personally gone to go see Marcelo Flores play? Probably not many times. And so it makes sense why Marcelo Flores feels the need to go train with Canada, to go get that opportunity. Do I personally agree with it? No. He said that he was going to represent La Selección Mexicana for the rest of his career, and I feel like he should at least try to stick with that and not leave at the first sign of adversity, but that's not what we're talking about right now. So yeah, from Marcelo Flores' point of view, I understand it. Now, do Mexico need Marcelo Flores? No, Mexico do not need Marcelo Flores. He is not a player that I'm going to sit here and beg to play on the national team. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, Marcelo, please don't go to Canada. Right now, he's not really impressing. He hasn't been a certified star at Tigres like what was expected of him when he joined from Arsenal. But I mean, that's kind of his fault. He joined a team which doesn't really promote the growth of young players, and they're always signing new attackers, so he was always going to have more and more competition each season. That being said, though, the one good season he had, the Clausura before the Copa America, he got called up and didn't even play a single minute. But we're going to talk about that later. No, Mexico don't need Marcelo Flores. But what went wrong in the relationship between La Selección Mexicana and Marcelo? So, he hasn't been called up since September 2024 by Javier Aguirre for 2 friendly matches, in which he didn't even play, so it was a useless call-up. And to add on to that, in the Copa America when he was called up, Mexico were struggling offensively, and we really could have used Marcelo Flores as a spark. Something off the bench, something in the game against Venezuela, something in the game against Ecuador, but Jimmy Lozano showed zero importance to him and didn't even play him, and decided to go for his usuals. Now, I think that was a mistake. I understand why Marcelo Flores feels disrespected by this, but ever since that September 2024 window, he hasn't really been taken into consideration. That being said, it's not like he's playing amazing at Tigres to be taken into consideration, but I get why. The options for Mexico in the wings where he plays, they're kind of garbage. It's not like we have the deepest roster, and he really is just one good tournament away from being in the World Cup squad, so I don't understand why he's switching to Canada. But that is basically where the relationship is soured there between La Selección and Marcelo. It is just unfortunate to see, man, because this is a guy that was hyped up to be the star of the 2026 World Cup. I mean, we were complaining about him not going to the 2022 World Cup without him having a single minute of professional experience. So now that he does have professional experience, and he's had a couple professional seasons under his belt, it is sad to see that he hasn't really blossomed into the player we thought he would become. But hey, man, maybe all the media hype really got to him. I don't doubt that his dad was kind of pressuring him to pick Mexico because of the importance we were placing on him. He could have felt Canadian all this time, and it was just media hype that made him pick Mexico, for all we know. But yeah, man, Marcelo Flores has a tough decision ahead of him. He can either stay on his word and stay with Mexico, or he can go into Canada and maybe get treated better there, maybe feel a little bit more importance in the squad, and that would be his personal decision. But me personally, I would not want to see him back in La Selección. He's training with Canada now. Even after multiple Selección Mexicana call-ups, it just shows to me his head and heart aren't really with La Selección. He just wants to go where he's going to get valued, and I want players here that are 100% committed to Mexico. Like with the Alvaro Fidalgo case, I'll make a whole video on that one too. But yeah, Marcelo Flores, I don't want to see him play for Mexico anymore. It's done, it's over. But yeah, man, we'll have to wait and see what decision he picks. Personally, I think he should pick Canada. He's going to be important there. He's going to be more taken into account, and the media there probably aren't as rough on their players as they are here, let's be honest. But as always, what do you guys think about this? And make sure to like and subscribe the video. We are going to be much more consistent. We are going for a lot of uploads now. But as always, let me know what you guys think. I'll see y'all next time, man.